The nation's chief scientist, Alan Finkel, delivers his long-awaited energy and climate change policy review tomorrow as the political battle again heats up. Labor's promising cross-party support as Tony Abbott and other coalition MPs put the Prime Minister on notice. Lane Calcutt reports.
It's been a political battlefield for 10 years with casualties like Kevin Rudd and Julia Gillard.
There will be no carbon tax under the government I lead.
It cost Malcolm Turnbull the Liberal leadership in 2009, and Bill Shorten's now offering what he calls a climate change olive branch.
Good.
Writing to the Prime Minister, indicating support for a low emissions target with one condition: he knows the coalition won't cop.
Provided that we do see a price on emissions.
It'd mean power suppliers would source a mix of renewables, gas and coal, and a phasing out of dirty power stations, seen as a compromise supported by business, but not by Tony Abbott and fellow Conservatives, warning it'll push up prices.
You do not help the environment by clobbering the economy. Does it take the pressure off power prices? And does it allow coal to continue? The demonisation of coal is just wrong.
Leaving Malcolm Turnbull with another potential internal power struggle.
I certainly would expect plenty of discussion about this.
It's time for Malcolm Turnbull to put the trolls back in their box, say to Tony Abbott, no more, mate. We will stare down Tony Abbott with you.
Tony Abbott's not the only one.
The real concern is what will it do to electricity prices?
Whatever the chief scientist recommends, the government says whatever it does, power supplies will be secure and prices will be affordable. Barnaby Joyce has delivered his own weather report promoting new farm forecasting.
Who cares? It's always warm up there.
Lane Calcutt, 9 News.
A decade of bitter fighting between the Coalition and Labor over climate change could be about to end. Bill Shorten wants to work with the Prime Minister to come up with a compromise, but Tony Abbott is threatening to derail any deal.
The Deputy Prime Minister tries his hand with synoptic charts.
This is bringing showers and thunderstorms to coastal parts.
No mention of the storm over climate and energy policy due to hit tomorrow.
We're up for it, and Australia's up for it.
Labor's Bill Shorten releases his letter to Prime Minister Turnbull offering to back a low-emissions target scheme. If, as expected, Chief Scientist Alan Finkel recommends it in his energy security review.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get the policy right.
Even steelmaker BlueScope has backed the scheme. It would dictate energy suppliers take a percentage of their power from low-emission sources, certainly renewables, but gas and perhaps even clean coal if it can be developed.
But if we can get everyone on board, we may again be able to have a competitive industry that's got affordable power.
Labor says it's on board, provided the scheme sends a price signal.
If it doesn't have a price on emissions, it's not worth the paper it's written on.
But some government MPs say one thing the policy must not do is force up power prices.
I want to have a great big argument with Labor Party over this because I know what side the voters are on.
We cannot have these talks guided by Tony Abbott's veto.
Tony Abbott brought down Prime Ministers Rudd and Gillard as he argued for lower power prices. Now, a third PM faces a related fight. Mr Turnbull's office says the Prime Minister is focused on affordable and reliable energy. Even so, Cabinet's decision on the Finkel report will be a delicate one. Tim Lester, 7 News.